Hello everyone, so I've finally got my key fob hardware kit through the door and I'm going to be showing you how to make these today. I'm also going to show you how to make these to attach to your mobile phone as well. So if you're anything like me, you are a little bit clumsy with your phone sometimes. So this is my case. Obviously I haven't got my phone in it because I'm using it. But I like to have a wristlet on my phone, so when I'm using my phone, if I do go out, I've also got a ring as well. If I don't have the ring on and I go out and I drop my phone, obviously it's not going to go anywhere because it's attached to my wrist. I bought this one from AliExpress, but today, now I've got my hardware kit, I'm going to be making my own wristlet for my phone. So I'm going to show you how to make one of these for your keys, for your key rings. So you can carry your keys about, you can pop them onto your wrist, or you could clip it onto your handbag. If you've got a clutch bag with no handle, you can actually clip these onto the clutch bag zip, and then you've got a wristlet for your clutch bag. So that is a really good thing to use these for as well. In the kit you get your clips. Mine came with some tassels, some don't come with tassels, but I chose one with tassels because I thought they're quite cute, even though the tops are a bit disappointing because they're plasticky. But that don't really matter because they do look nice. Obviously you get the clip to pinch your wristlet together and hold it all in place, and you also get these jump rings which I used to attach my tassel. So I'll show you how to make one like this first of all with the clip and how to attach the tassel. On this one I used transparent fabric. But in this tutorial, I am going to use this double-sided leather and glitter fabric. This was already bought attached, double-sided. I will link everything that I used today in the description below. Now for the wristlets, some people put the glitter on the inside, but I didn't like that idea, which is why I bought one which is leather and glitter, because I thought that the glitter might be too rough if you have that on the inside around a wrist. So I went for this one so that the leather would be on the inside of the wristlet so that it doesn't rub on your skin if you're wearing it around your wrist. Now some people cut these on a cricut or a cricut, however you pronounce it. Some people might cut them with a rotary cutter or a blade and a ruler. I just hand cut because that is what I'm used to, and I've got quite a steady hand, at least I think I have. So that is how I cut mine. I done my wristlet, this one, 10 inches in length and 1 inch wide, because the hardware here is 1 inch wide, so you don't want the fabric to overhang. I've got a slight overhang but not too much. So yeah, 1 inch wide by 10 inches is what I'm doing, but I've seen some people, if you've got bigger wrists, I've got actually quite small wrists, so I done 10 inches in length. So 10 to 11 inches depending on who you're making it for. If as a child you might want to even do it 9 inches. You can always measure the wrist first to get an idea. So I'm just using my plastic ruler and a biro pen because I cut inside the pen line. I'm going to first of all, about 1 centimetre in from the edge, I'm just going to measure up to 10 inches. So I'm just going to do a dot at 10 inches and then I'm going to measure 1 inch in. Draw across to the 1 inch mark, and then I am going to also mark 1 inch from the bottom of my fabric, and then I'm going to join the edge up with the mark at the bottom. So this is going to be the strip that I cut out for my wristlet. I use Fiskars razor edge scissors. These are really good for cutting fabric, especially double-sided or chunky glitters. They are just really good for anything like this, and these are what I use all the time for my bow making and crafting. And I'm going to cut this out just inside the pen line. I did exactly the same on the transparent fabric. I drew on it with my pen and I cut it inside of the pen line. in exactly the same way. And then cutting it off across to the top there, again inside of the pen mark, even though you won't really see that part because that will be in the hardware. So as you can see, I've really carefully cut a nice straight line inside of my pen mark, so the pen mark is on my piece of fabric that I'm not using, and there are no pen marks on my leather. And then we're going to fold it in half. This has got a little bit of an overhang, so I'm just going to trim that off. And like I said before, I'm going to have my glitter on the outside because I don't want it to be rough on the wrist. Then grabbing the hardware for the top of the wristlet, pick up your fabric and you want to fold it in half. And then we're going to place that inside, right up flush to the top, making sure it is all in line and central. And once you're happy that it is in line, as you can see, 1 inch is a perfect width for these pieces here. And once you're happy that you've got that in line, I'm just holding it together like that whilst I grab my tool. Now this tool, you might think, oh, can't I just use a pair of pliers? No, because you will dent or scratch your hardware piece here. This is the perfect width to fit this hardware, and it is coated with this sort of silicone, I suppose, to make it soft so that it doesn't damage it. So now I'm going to place my tool over my clip, making sure nothing moves out of place. And once you've got that all in place and it's all lined up and straight, I'm just going to pinch it a little way down, not all the way. And then again, I'm just going to have a little look to make sure that it is straight and in line while I've still got a chance to move it before I pinch it the rest of the way down. Obviously make sure your keyring is sort of to the side, so it's out of the way when you're pinching, because you don't want to bend your keyring out of shape. And then once you're happy that it is all lined up, you can then go ahead and squeeze that all the way down. And as you can see, that is now fully flush with the fabric. When you take that away, that is all held tightly in place, that is not going anywhere. And it is just as simple as that. Now you could leave it like this, you could pop your keys on the key ring, but we're going to add a little tassel because this is going to actually be for my phone. But I will show you as though I'm making it for just a bag clip or a key fob as well. So I'm going to go for this lovely lilac colour to bring out the lilac pattern in the glitter, and obviously the leatherette inside, because my phone is actually the purple phone and my phone case is purple as well, and I want to match it all up. So I'm going for the little purple or lilac tassel. I'm going to take out one of these jump rings. Now you can pop your tassel directly onto this keyring if you wanted to without the jump ring, but I like the look of it on this piece. So that is where I'm going to attach my tassel. So using one of the jump rings from my kit, I'm just going to place it on that top piece there, and I'm just holding my finger here to keep it in place, and then I'm going to pop on my tassel, letting that fall back a little bit, and again just popping my finger behind it to hold everything in place. And then using your tool again, so using this tool, we're going to simply pinch these two sides together. So you're going to be pushing this top piece which curls round and this bottom piece which curls round. We're going to be pushing those together so that they meet, being careful not to clamp anything else. You don't want to ruin your tassel. So getting those in position and then giving them a pinch downwards towards each other. They're separating a little bit, so we might need to clamp them together a little bit more. So once they're together but they're not quite meeting, you can then bring them together this way as well. And again, clamp them together downwards. You just need to make sure they're together really tightly in line. Like that, so they're meeting in the middle there. There's no gap between there. So that is the tassel on there. And at this point you can grab one of these hooks. If you're just making a key fob or a clip for a bag, you can then just simply open up this key ring, pop this on there, so you've then got it ready to clip onto a bag or put your keys on there, clip your keys in your bag. But I'm not going to be using one of these clips because I'm going to show you how to make it to attach to a mobile phone case. So I'm going to remove this one first and then I'll show you how to get this one to attach. So these are what I bought to attach my wristlet to my phone case. I can't remember what they're called, but I got them from AliExpress. Again, I will link them in the description below. And I got this pack for all different colours in it, so whichever colour wristlet I make or whichever colour phone someone's got, you can match it all up. To attach it to my case, I'm actually going to remove this key ring. You could keep it on if for some reason you want to hang your keys from your phone, but I think that would be too heavy and a little bit annoying. So I'm actually going to remove this part because I won't be needing it for my mobile phone. So I'm going to remove this keyring part, but I'll keep it because that will always come in handy another time. And instead I'm going to attach this tiny little keyring to this wristlet instead. So to get this onto my wristlet, this is so small, I'm going to use my scissors and just wedge them in there whilst it's open. And then bringing it up to my key fob. I'm then going to use my scissors to really open that up and get that over the end. And then twist it round till it's all the way on there. So it's now attached to there like that. And then like my last one was attached, I've got these little holes in my case. And in from the outside, twist the end a little bit to make it more narrow, go through that top hole and pull it through. We've gone through that top hole like that. And then again, I'm just going to twist that top. I'm just going to flip it upside down so I can still use my right hand as my dominant hand. We're going to just pop that through the bottom hole. And I'm just going to use a pin to help me with that. So I'm just going to pop a pin in there, push it through the hole. So you've now got it all the way through, like that, through that hole in the bottom of your case. And then next we're going to pull this and open the loop, and we're going to thread our wristlet all the way through this loop, all the way to the top. So just take your wristlet, put it through the loop, and then slide it all the way through to the top. Get your tassel through there as well. So you've slid it all the way through like this, and then when you pull it tight, you've then got your wristlet attached to your phone. So you can pop it on your hand when you're out and about, when you're on your phone, and then you drop it, you're not going to lose your phone. So that is how you can make the key fobs / bag charms / mobile phone strap. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial today. If you did, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. and if you press the bell button, that will turn on notifications. Thank you for watching, everyone. Bye bye.